All right, I'm not gonna be long because these things is life draining. I got better things to do than to sit around and listen to some foolish people who pretend to think that this country is better off. The United States is better off with a president who makes a complete fool of himself each and every single time. But this is the world that we live in. The world that we live in is just one great big hellhole. It just is. And most of us are just sick and tired. It's like we know what's coming. Most of us know what's coming, but the rest of the world is like, it's okay. Let's say you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. It's like the president makes promises he never keeps. He say he's gonna do this and he say he's gonna do that, and then he never does it. But he does the one thing that was on his mind the entire time and that is to take vengeance upon the United States for doing him wrong, and then betray his own people in the process because he felt betrayed. Uh, I mean, I think it all. I don't know if it started and it ended with Elon Musk. I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that. But what happened after that? Where's Elon now? Elon claims he's losing money, but he's not. He's not losing any money. He's not losing any money at all. He's still a million. He's still a millionaire. He is still a millionaire. I don't know if he's I don't know if he's a trillion. I don't even know if he reached trillionaire status. I don't know, and I don't give a. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, you praise presidents, or excuse you praise a president, and don't get me wrong. You always talk about we need to get rid of these dictators around this country who harm innocent civilians. Okay, so what's the difference between what they're doing and what Donald Trump is doing? What's the difference? If you look at his past history, what has Donald Trump done that most people in the United States versus the people in other countries, what have they done? What have they done? You can't have an explanation for it. You don't have an explanation. The dude suckers deals and fails them. He makes pageants and inappropriately says things about women, not only inappropriately, but in great fashion, just like millionaires say he has the right to do because he can do it because I got money and I can do whatever I want and grab them by the coochie. I can grab them by the coochie. But people have amnesia. People starting to have amnesia up in this bitch. I guess it was the fentanyl, which all by the way wasn't Venezuela. Venezuelans didn't ship no fentanyl into the country. It was proven today by CNN. But people love their presidents. People love their presidents, and people love to make excuses for this knucklehead. If you want a bigger, brighter, better place, then you're better off. You're better off digging Ross Perot out of his grave. You're better off. because Trump is going to get us in a position where it's not good. And one of the protests, I don't know if it was here or if it was Venezuela, but one of the protesters gave a great question. They said, what if China were to gather a coup, come over here, take Donald Trump's fat ass over to China and try him for drug crimes? That wouldn't be nice, now would it? That would not be nice. But then again, people don't care about things. They just care about war, getting into war. We're a warlike people. I remember um what was it? George Carlin, the former comedian who died at 77, one of the greatest white comedians ever. And he said something to profound as this: we, as the United States of America, are a warlike people. I don't think that was a dumb question. I think that was that was about to crack that doggone thing. Anyway, I don't think that was a dumb question at all. I think that was a fair question. Because because think about it. What have what has Maduro done to the United States that would grant anybody, any other president, Barack, Bush, Clinton, Barack Bush. Wait, who came in? Um, let's go back here. Joe, Barack, Bush, Clinton, and I don't Reagan. All five presidents that I just named off the top of my head. Who will be dumb enough to do some shit that Trump did? Who? Tell me who. Who would do some who out of the five presidents I just named? I might have skipped over a couple, but who cares? Out of the five presidents that I just mentioned, who out of the five would do some shit that Trump would do? I thought we were a peaceful nation. Obviously, I was lied to. And Trump proclaims to call himself a peaceful president. Yeah, try again. Any? Any? He calls himself a peaceful president. So he just walked up in there, snatched uh I think it was a Dom. Because Saddam Hussein was a little bit different. No, because I need to remember that because I was 20, no, I was 17. 17 just turned 18. And we all knew that Saddam Hussein was an asshole. But he didn't get killed until much, much later. He got killed right after Osama bin Laden. But do we know if Osama bin Laden was responsible for the Twin Towers? See, here's what most people don't like to put their thinking caps on. We go to war We just go to war because it's good. We don't go to war because we need to. No, we go to war because it's good business. We go to war when it's good for business, nothing else. If we need something, we'll get it. It's all about money. It's all about glory, money. It ain't about fighting for the rights for a sovereign nation and good home building and good home American bread and land of the free and a home of the all bullshit. Because if that's so, if that was the case, where the fuck is our 40 acres in the mule? Where the fuck is our 40 acres in the mule? What the fuck would happen all that time when our forefathers, not the forefathers that you proclaim that we claim, that we so black people claim, those are your forefathers, not mine. My forefathers, more forefathers were on the front line of World War I and died for what? Died for what? Your American dream. Yeah, and then they came over here and had to go over to the side of the road to take a piss in a shit. Man, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. Got hung just because we wanted to get something to eat. Had to go in the back of the restaurant just to get a plate. And you talk about this is a free nation. This is a free country, land of the free and the home of the brave. Getting our dicks cut off for what? And what about that whole Emmett Till thing? Emmett Till, 14-year-old boy, smiling at a white woman. And his brother and coming up in there, snatching them up and beating them half to death and throwing them into the river. But we are a great nation, right? Some of y'all are pathetic. You white folks are pathetic. You white folks are pathetic. How is it that you going to capture Maduro, but then let go somebody else who was doing drug trafficking? You're going to pardon a person that was doing drug trafficking. What the fuck was that fucking shit at? That is ridiculous. I think it was Mongo. His name was Trump pardoned ex-Honduras president trafficking roughly 400 tons of cocaine into the U.S. You're going to pardon that guy, but then get a... Are you going to pardon Maduro too? Look, dumbass. Reading is fundamental. Oh, wait, wrong way. Half of you white motherfuckers can't read anyway. I'm gonna pardon one guy, but then send another person to prison to stand trial, which makes absolutely no sense. That's who we are. You are, because I didn't never voted for Trump.
The United States. If Trump supposedly cares so much about a foreign leader being responsible for trafficking cocaine into the United States, why did Trump pardon a foreign leader literally convicted of smuggling hundreds of tons of cocaine into the United States? Why?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I had no idea. But look, what was I going to say earlier? Okay, here's my question to you, and this is a fair one. Why are you still continuously supporting that? Now, keep in mind that, and do not be surprised if the FBI director, pretty much everybody in the Trump administration starts turning on him. Do not be surprised if the people on the right start turning left, if you know what I mean. The people on the right wing start turning left wing. People in the Trump administration start turning on him. Do not be surprised. But here's my question. My question to you is, why do you support a rapist? Why are you continuously supporting a person who is unfit to be president of the United States? Like I said, I would rather take back Bush. I would rather bring back Bush Jr., not Senior, because he's dead. I would rather take back Bush Jr. That would be me. Hell, I would rather dig up Ross Perot and put him in Oval Office than to have the worst president of the United States, worser than Nixon. I would rather do that. Why must you continue to support a piece of shit like Donald Trump? I think it was I think it was today that Dean Withers had a live stream and was arguing with a caller for 2 hours. I think it was almost about damn near 2 hours. And the question, it was not asked. Well, it was asked, the first question, not the second, but the first question was asked, why do you continue to support Donald J. Trump? And the question was asked, well, he's the president that we need right now because he gets shit done without question. Let me ask you a question, a top on it. Is there not one time where a Democratic president like Bill Clinton or Obama that you asked to go and get this person just because we want to get this person? He's a bad dictator. He's this, he's that. He kills people for fun. Have you ever asked Obama or have you ever asked Bill Clinton to do any of these things that Donald Trump is doing right now? Have you ever asked any of those? Have you ever asked these things of any of those people while they're in office? Just curious. Just curious. Because if that were the case, the thing that if Obama were to do this, will he be labeled a hero or a villain? Because remember, he's black, he's African American. So, would he be labeled a hero or a villain? Just thought I'd ask. What? I'm going to ignore that. Well, Well, his dad's Nigerian and his mom's white, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, but here until I figure out he's African American, whatever. Here's my point. Would he get praises from y'all if he were to do the same thing? Would he get praises? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He would have been brought up on war crimes like that. What Trump is doing to the White House right now, they would have gotten he would have gotten kicked out the White House like that. He would have gotten so kicked out. But back to Trump. I know what Trump is doing. I'm not dumb. We all know what Trump is trying to do. And it's trying to get other countries to do the exact same thing. But newsflash, you won't have to worry about going over to Burkina Faso because Burkina Faso officially just closed its borders. And I am so glad. I am so fucking glad. While Abraham Charibe is continuously building Burkina Faso over there, and shout out to the great prince of Pan Africanism, shouts out to the great prince. Over here is people are losing their jobs, healthcare is going up, your premiums anyway. Premiums are going up, food still up, but yet we're in a great place. But this is your president that you voted for. And the question has not been asked. Why do you, or answered, excuse me, the question has not been answered. Why do you still support this chump? I'm gonna pray each and every single day that Jasmine Crockett gets that seat. I hope and pray that Jasmine Crockett gets those seats. I mean, look at some of y'all. Look at some of y'all. Some of y'all are pathetic. Some of y'all are so fucking pathetic. It's not even funny. We will allow in 2025 slash 2026 a rapist, a dictator, a fascist. Um, I can even what he said about his own daughter. Y'all accept? Y'all accept what he said about his own daughter? Are we for real? Do y'all have kids up in here? I hope not. Jesus, this is sad. This is sad, but this is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in. But it would be funny, right? It would be fucking funny if if Trump knocked on y'all door like he did, like he did in Chicago, like he did in Chicago, LA, Portland, Baltimore, knocked on y'all door, snatched you out of y'all homes. He's like, I'm an American citizen. Prove it. Ain't no immigrant ain't done anything to you. Just a bunch of dumbasses, some of you. It was a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke. They would have snatched you up out of your homes. And you wouldn't even know it. Knocked on your door at 6 o'clock in the morning. Would have dragged your ass back to Europe where you belong. Because y'all don't belong in this motherfucker either. Go back to Africa. Go back to bloody fucking England. You stolen, pillage, plunder, and killed and destroyed anything that wasn't white. And the only thing that saved you were lawmakers. We hereby have these presents known in the Constitution that we must write. Boy, I'm gonna get the cotton wig. I'm gonna buy the cotton wigs and I'm gonna get the French outfits and I'm gonna wear it and see see how I feel about being worthy. Crazy. Just do me a favor. If you're gonna destroy the country, just give us our reparations. Just give us our reparations. Give us our reparations, and we'll just go to some part of the land, rebuild it from within, and we'll be happy. Just do me a favor. Just don't follow us. Do not follow us. And I don't want to hear anything. And for the black folks that are in here, I don't want to hear nothing about no FBA, no Adolf shit. I don't want to hear none of that. We are who we are. Those of you who have melanin skin, who have the courage and the guts to come to one part of the city and state where we can build land over there, we can figure out who we are later. We're not doing that cult shit. We're not doing none of that. Because I'm a Pan-African and I believe in and I believe in uniting globally. But if you were to give us reparations, 40 acres in the mule and $100, we're gonna go into a part of a city where if Trump wanted to destroy like a third of the country, he can do that. We'll be safe over here. We'll be safe way over here. We won't have nothing to do with y'all over there. Because y'all don't get it. Y'all do not get it. Trump lovers. God damn, y'all stupid. You are fucking stupid. You know, there's a reason why he doesn't own his shit here in Vegas. You do know that, right? You know there is a reason, there is a solid reason that Donald Trump does not own this building that says Trump on top of the goddamn building here in Vegas. He does not own that building. This is stupid. Y'all are stupid. Trash. We believe in a sovereign bullshit. You believe in war. But and going back to my point, George Carlin, ex-comedian, died at 77 years old. Funny person. He did say we are a warlike people, but that's the only thing that we're good at. That's the only thing that we're good at. Can make a decent car, can make a decent car. Your Tesla shut down almost every time you use them. Have no steel industry left. Your plants, your car plants is all on the North Pacific side of the world has all gone to Canada. Your GMs, but your Dodges are here, but your Oldsmobiles are no longer here. Oldsmobile was the only plant that had which your cars were made out of steel instead of plastic. And wondering why you have all these fucking automobile accidents and either getting completely injured or dying in the process. And at least with the automobiles that we had back then, the steel chassis, you had a chance. You don't have a chance anymore. Kamala Harris. You know what? You know what? Harden, thank you for reminding me. If Kamala Harris, if Kamala Harris won, and you know what? I might just vote for her. I didn't vote for her the last time because she didn't have nothing for me. I might just vote for her this time. I might just go ahead and vote for her. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and vote for her. Just to see the look on your faces. Just to see the look on your faces. I mean, to be perfectly honest, what she said was true. What she said was absolutely true. And she predicted what Donald Trump was going to do. Even though she won the last election, she won flat out. It was just rigged. Come on, you know Donald Trump had them fake votes. Come on now. JD Vance is getting his ass kicked by Jasmine Crockett. What are you talking about? JD Vance is getting his ass kicked by Jasmine Crockett. Crazy. What is it? Not Mitt Romney. The guy from California. Everybody said, why don't you vote for the guy from California because he's running for president? He's gonna run for president. I don't know if Gavin Newsom. I don't know if I'm ready for Gavin Newsom quite just yet. But I do tell you one thing: he would be better with the person that we have right now. He would be way better than the person that we have right now. I'm just saying. I don't know. You tell me something good about him. Because right now, we're fucked. We are completely fucked. I guess I can read some of this BS here. Not all of you. Well, he's got a shot in the back of his business. How would have used that part present? Yeah. What is he? Is he good? Is he great? And everybody's got a dark side. Everybody's got a past. Just like Obama. The birth certificate. The birth certificate. He didn't show his birth certificate. He didn't show his birth certificate. Where's the certificate? Where's the birth certificate? He was born here. No, he wasn't born here in the island. But Hawaii is the United States. It's the 51st state. So technically, he was born here in the United States. Later on, went to Chicago. We Africans hate that guy. I'll I was young when I voted for Obama, bruh. So, and all to my African people, stand up. All of my African people, stand up. Stand up for your nation. Stand up for glory. Stand up for your nation. Stand up for your glory. Stand up for your nation. Yeah, I don't know, but I I didn't know what the fuck I was doing then because I wasn't into politics. And we are used to having our families, and I'm talking about black folks, we're used to having our families say, you need to vote for Obama. You need to vote for this person. You need to vote for that. Because eh, people bled and fought and died for our right to vote. No. No, because your constitution wasn't meant for you. It was meant for those people who wanted to take the glory for themselves. They just put you on the front line just because they could. Remember, there was a time that they didn't want to give you guns. It was illegal for you because it was illegal for you to shoot a white man. Duh. Hell, you were even lucky to get a knife. But like I said, I want to say on a sidebar, Burkina Faso, stand up. Burkina Faso, stand up. Protect your prince. Protect your prince. Abraham Taribe, protect your prince. Go back to Africa. Go back to fucking bloody England. Because you ain't from this motherfucker either. But anyway, can somebody tell me something about Gavin Newsom? I don't know him. I don't know, and I'm on the fence. I am on the fence because everybody's got a past. Everybody's got a dark side. Everybody's got a dark side. Bruh, you sound like that one dude from today. Hitler. Hitler alert. Hitler alert. Hitler alert. Hitler alert. Hitler alert. You mean cool? Yeah, I know what you meant. I would say, but YouTube's kind of sensitive right now. I would say, but YouTube's got it. Oh, by the way, did they release the rest of those Epstein files yet? Did they release the Epstein files yet? Because a little rumor has it that Trump is still threatening Marjorie Taylor Greene. What's up with that? I might be wrong. You better tell me. If you go to my community, if you go to my post, and you'll see Trump with Epstein, and he's having a good old time, right? He's having a fabulous old time. And that's not AI either. That's not AI. Why do you protect this dude so much? White people, be honest. Be honest. Why do y'all protect this dude so much? Why do you do that? Why do y'all protect Donald J. Trump so damn much? Are you really advocate for grapes? Are you really advocate for breakfast? What about Hunter? Y'all just throwing select names that I don't know who that person is. But I will write that down and I will do my research on it. I will definitely have to do my research on it. I will definitely have to do my research on it. Hunter Biden. What the fuck? Yeah, y'all selective. It, at the end of the day, this is not about. This was never about oil or anything like that because we're making electric cars now. This was never about no fucking oil. This was never about money. This was because a tempered little boy, an 80-year-old at that, which is more pathetic, is crying, bitching and moaning and being vengeful and trying to indict a couple of black women. One of them is Mrs. James. I don't want to butcher the woman's first name, and trying to send her to jail for having earned two houses. Anyone who is vengeful, just like Donald Trump is a little boy because he has failed at damn near everything. He has failed to make deals with certain people. He has failed the industry. He's a bad realtor. He has um he has history with being prejudiced with black and brown people. He's very suspect with talking real that whole father daughter thing with him. A black man would never do that. If any black man would talk some crazy shit about any black man who wants to talk shit and talk some sexual shit about your daughter, please leave my chat. Please leave my chat. Please leave my chat. And to make things worse, you're gonna have Howard Stern say what he said about Trump's daughter. He's a fine. She's a fine piece of you know what. I ought to kick you off for saying Tim Wise's name. Tim Wise. I guess we have some advocates for some rapists, some y'all just weird. I'm sorry. Y'all are just weird. Trump Nation, Rape Nation. Trump Nation, Rape Nation. It's cool. It's cool to rape people. Yeah, we get it. Stay away from me. Stay away from people. Stay away from people who operate like me. A family man who would pop you in the process of you doing some weird shit. Just doing some weird shit. That's some stupid shit. I know some stupid shit. And the question hasn't even been answered yet. Why do you still support Trump? He's done what no president has done. Every president has done something one way or another. He just did it unlawfully and illegally. And he's gonna get impeached. He's gonna get impeached. And ain't shit you can do about it. And ain't shit you can do about it. He's gonna get impeached. He's gonna get impeached. He's gonna get
Why did he
impeached.
do that? If he cares about this, right? Well, he said at the time that he did it, quote, because if somebody sells drugs in that country, that doesn't mean you arrest the president. That's what he said about pardoning the guy from Honduras. So the idea that Trump needed to arrest the guy in Venezuela for that same alleged crime, he pardoned the president of Honduras for that, but he needed to go invade Venezuela to get the president there for that same thing? How do you make sense of that? Maybe the only way to make sense of that is to acknowledge rationally that that is maybe not the real motivation at work for what we just did in Venezuela, right? So what is the real motivation at work? I mean, they've tried a few different explanations when those kind of slid off the slippery slope, right? After they invaded and abducted Maduro this weekend, Trump told reporters that Maduro was a dictator, which is true, but that is not exactly a mark against someone from Donald Trump's perspective. He loves dictators. Remember when he told Fox News he wants his people to pay attention to him the way they pay attention to North Korea? Right? I mean, Trump said the thing he likes.
But he won't fuck with Kim Jong-un. He won't fuck with Kim Jong-un with China. He won't fuck with Putin. He definitely wouldn't fuck with Putin. Oh boy. No, he didn't. He he was over there. He was over there shaking hands. He was over there shaking hands with Putin. Putin, you're the best. And being friends. And he said, and let me not misquote. He said the one thing that he didn't want to say, but he ended up saying anyway. He ended up saying, I am Israel. Trump, your president. I am Israel. And oh, ain't this your same president, by the way? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, thank God for assholes. Yeah. Trump is an asshole. He is an asshole. Like I said, I hope at the end of the day, lessons will be learned. Lessons will be learned. And I hope Jasmine Crockett, let me see how far along we got. It's January right now. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We have 10 more months left. 10 more months until she gets into that seat. And I hope to God she gets into that seat. So we can hold Trump accountable, since the Supreme Court won't. But then again, the Supreme Court is getting ill tired of Trump. So we'll see. We will see. No, I'm not white. Hmm.
The most about Xi Jinping in China is that he's seized power for life. Trump rolled out a literal red carpet for Vladimir Putin in Alaska and then kind of danced on it with excitement while he was waiting for him to get there. Yeah,
Is that your president?
Is the problem?
That's your president. That's your president,
they're
right?
also now saying that
that's your president. Hold on, that's your president, right? Ain't that right, bitch? Isn't that not what your president? That's your president, right? That's your president shaking hands with the enemy. That's your president shaking hands with the enemy. We're a sovereign nation, but we're going to go to small countries in South Africa or South America, and we're going to grab a person that we have no business grabbing. But we're going to grab it anyway. Because we're a warlike nation. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck you.